Hello everyone, my name is Zubble, and today we are back with another video on the channel. Today we're back on my Minecraft handbook for our 4th episode of The Wheat Just Grew, which is actually, I just recorded the 3rd episode yesterday, so I'm trying to get a bunch of episodes pre-recorded. Now I do have a lot to tell you this episode, and it starts with this librarian. So I actually was getting ready to start this episode, and the librarian was up there, but they didn't have their job. So like they walked up there and like the lectern's in there, and they just like they kind of lost their occupation. So I got them back down in a boat, and then they got their librarian job back. But I have been taking lots of pictures, and I'm going to show them on the screen right now, of the librarian and the blacksmith, and yes, these are a little bit creepy, but they are like, they're so in love, and I think it's so sweet. So in an upcoming episode, I want to like make them their own house and everything, but I thought I would just mention that because they have been together in the last couple of episodes. And then also we have another iron golem spawned. I started adding a ton more beds and everything in the houses, using the wool from our sheep farm. Now, the achievement that I want to get for this episode is actually fairly topical about what we were just talking about. I want to get hired help, so I want to summon an iron golem to help defend a village. Now, this is fairly complicated because, 1, I don't have enough iron. Last episode we went mining, and I did not get enough iron. 2, I don't have a pumpkin, so we're gonna have to go find that. But 3, I have had a very special plan for this achievement, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. So I had to let you guys know that this was gonna be the courtyard area, and then up there was gonna be railing, and down here was gonna be a farm. But I added in, okay, it looks really ugly, but we're gonna get to it. It's just like this little dugout in the wall, and I have a vision for this, okay, so don't worry. But this is actually going to be the Iron Golem's home, so I'm gonna redo it all, make it look really nice for them. These are their beds right here, they're really big beds, and so that's what I want to do this episode, is I want to get an Iron Golem that we can spawn one in here. The Iron Golems that we have now, we're already checking it out earlier, which I think was super cool. So I have put together this little chest of items that I'm hoping to use today. So we've got a bunch of wool, a bunch of flowers, leaves, logs, some glass, some leather, and some bricks. And I'm hoping that we get to use the majority of this stuff today, and saplings. So maybe we can start with our thing up there that I was talking about a couple episodes ago, where we want to put the oak defense. And then for some reason I already have names for these 2 iron golems. So what I was thinking was Rosie for one of the iron golems, and then Ichabod for the other iron golem. So I know Ichabod is kind of a strange name, but for some reason when the iron golem spawned in, I was like, I want to do a name starting with an I, and then Ichabod was the first thing that came to mind. So if you guys like those names, let me know. If you don't, I'm always open to suggestions. I would love to hear your guys' suggestions. And then out of episode, I did add this cow farm because I want to get bookshelves. And unfortunately for that, we need leather. I also added this farm. I don't think that this was here in our last episode. So yeah, we have 2 new farmers. I think that's going to help us get a bunch more villagers. So our first step is we need to get all of the iron that we need. I think for an iron golem, you need 36 iron, and I'm like 15 short. So we have to go mining. And if you saw last episode, you know how I feel about mining. But unfortunately for this achievement, it's going to have to happen. I think that I'm finally learning the difference between the copper and the iron. If you saw the last couple of episodes, you know how difficult of a time I was having with that. Whoa, this is really cool. It's like a giant open underwater room, and look at all the glow squids. What the heck? I totally almost just died, and so I had to swim from the top of this down to here to get more bubbles. But look, I found these things. I didn't even know these things could spawn underwater. Okay, I've officially gotten all of the iron that we need. I just have to figure out how to get out of here without drowning. We just need to find a pumpkin, which is probably going to be a little bit harder. Okay, I'm just going to start running off in one direction. Oh shoot, we should get this iron golem out of here. Hey, are you stuck? Yeah, this area is pretty dangerous. Oh, also, I found there have been 2 more cats that have spawned in the village. One of which was one that we didn't have before, and then it was another calico. And he ran into here, and I put up a little fence, but he ran all the way down into here, which, like, there's mobs in here now, which is really, like, and there's a whole cave system, underwater cave system down there. But yeah, I ended up getting him out, and then he despawned, so it didn't end up mattering all too much. I'm not super sure where pumpkins spawn, so I'm just gonna run until I find one, but I'm hoping I don't have to go too far. Oh my gosh, there's a taiga here. Oh, and more bees. There's actually a beehive pretty close to our house. But spruce was something that I really wanted to use for this build, but I didn't want to have to go looking for it off camera. But turns out it's right up here. There's also like a miniature swamp down here. This is really, really cool. And there's more taiga. It's becoming night, and I was afraid that this would happen. I really didn't want to be gone for this long, but I did. There's another donkey. This really is like our area. And I was really not hoping I would be gone for this long. There's a forest fire over there, or actually just like a grass fire. So I'm gonna have to make a bed because I didn't bring one with me. Do you know what oh my gosh, I just found a villager outpost. I'm pretty sure that in the top or somewhere they've got pumpkins. There's an iron golem that's trapped. We have to free him. We have to free him. I'm pretty sure if we were in 1.19, come on, come on, come on, get out, get out, get out. We would have the allays in here, but unfortunately, get him, get him. I can't kill him because if I kill the one with the banner, I'll get the bad omen effect, and I'll take that back to our village, and that would be really not good. Ah, darn it. Okay, there's nothing. We did get potatoes though. That'll be really, really nice to take back to the village. Yes, we got a crossbow. Okay, that's awesome. Don't do it. We got another one. Okay. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, I'm lagging a little bit. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. I have some really terrible news. I just Googled it, and there are actually 4 pumpkins at the villager outpost in that tent that was right next to the iron golem. So I'm gonna try and run all the way back there. Yeah, and see if I can find the villager outpost again. Okay, so I've made it back to the villager outpost. And it told me the pumpkins spawn in this tent right here, in the woolen tent. And there's no pumpkins in here. Like, there's nothing looking around, like there's no pumpkins. But I did find, I can't. I think that the iron golem is still alive. I also, what is he standing on? Is that a pumpkin? No, it's just a grass block. I got really excited for a second. I also found this village over here. And it's a really, really cute village. It's got like 3 cats in it. And I found like some potatoes and everything. And some apples and stuff. And a couple emeralds. But there's no pumpkins in here. But it is a really cute village. Like that house right there I really, really like. Like, look how cute this is. But unfortunately, I do think that this journey was a bust. And while I run back home, I'm going to see if I can find any pumpkins. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get the pumpkin this episode. There's pumpkins here. Okay, and there's another, is this our village? Or if this is our village. No, it can't be. No, it's not. It's a separate village. Okay, I was really upset just now because I had this whole grand plan. Also, I'm at 50 minutes. Like, I've been recording for 50 minutes, and I did not find any pumpkins. And I have to leave soon, so I was really hoping that we would be able to find some. And they're here. Oh, my pickaxe, my axe just broke. Okay, I'm gonna leave a couple. And I want to check out this village. These villages are actually really, like, I was only walking for maybe 30 seconds before I ran into this village. Oh my gosh, there's another cat, and it's so cute. But I don't have my fish on me. This is the exact predicament I ran into in the other village. Okay, I'm going to leave them with most of their stuff, but I am going to take a batch of these hay bales just because my village is really tiny. Like, looking at these other villages, I'm just now realizing how small our village is compared to all the others. So we definitely need to give our villagers a leg up with their food and everything. Our village, we're home. That was legitimately a nightmare. Like, I had such a... the recording is almost over an hour now, and it's not... okay. Anyway. And actually, we have 4 farmers down here, so I'll just start tossing down a bunch of the wheat, and hopefully the farmers will just pick it up. Okay, so we've made it back home. I've got everything squared away. And then I think I'm just going to start on our little iron golem home down there. Okay, here's the floor all done, and then I think from this point on, I just want to speed up me putting the room together, and then I might have to take a break and come back, because unfortunately the pumpkins took us so long. So yeah, I'm gonna start speeding up me building the room. Okay, hello everybody. So the sped up version of me building this has probably just ended. That was actually like 30 minutes of footage, I think, condensed down into a minute. It was on 1000% speed, so it's 10 times the speed of the original video. But I did finish off the little iron golem home. I have a few finishing touches, which are just these vines. I don't want everyone to be too judgy. I want everybody to know that I did go for a very, very eclectic style. Okay, those vines should grow just fine. I did go for a very eclectic little iron golem home, just because it's not actually meant to be lived in by anyone except the iron golems. So, I just want everyone to keep that in mind. Actually, a lot of the inspiration came from Squishy Quack, who I used to watch all the time. I loved their videos. I loved Feather Adventures. That was one of my favorite Minecraft series of all time. And in Feather Adventure, Squishy made very, very eclectic Minecraft builds, basically using whatever they could find. And that is what I tried to do. I mean, we're pretty much still starting out, so I just tried to use whatever I had around me. But I'm going to give you guys a tour around. I see Rosie over there and Ichabod up there. I'm trying to think of how I can get them down into there to show them. But here is the little entrance. So I've got a little tiny flower farm. Here's one of their little tiny gardens that they definitely can't fit in because I can barely fit in there. And then on this side they've got another window. So I wanted to give them a couple windows outside of their little cave. But it's pretty overgrown. I really like to cover things in leaves. I just think it makes it look so much nicer. But here's their little living room area. They don't have couch or furniture or anything because they always end up breaking it, so they just sit on the floor. This staircase is pretty eclectic, like I was talking about. Like, I could probably put a potted plant there. I might do that out of episode. But yeah, it's a little rickety. And a little fireplace here, a painting. This is actually one of the texture packs. And it's called Famous Paintings.zip by Glazeby. So this is Starry Night by Van Gogh. And then a trellis that leads into their bedroom. Oh, I was supposed to get rid of this and I forgot. So here's their bedroom. They've got 2 giant beds. And then when we add in the new Iron Golem, I don't know where they're going to sleep. I'm thinking it might be Rosie and Ichabod's kid. So maybe in just one of these beds, and then Rosie and Ichabod share the other. But we've got the Mona Lisa right there, a bookshelf, and they've taken the books out of the higher bookcases because that's the ones they can reach. And then a couple flower pots in here, 2 poppies, one for Rosie, one for Ichabod, and then a little carpet, and this kind of funneled ceiling. And then here's the window. I took this design from the church, or the cleric's house, which is right above us. I don't know, I just always really liked the yellow and white crisscross, so I think that looks really nice. And that is Rosie and Ichabod's little home. So I want to add a sign. I want to do it somewhere where they can see it, but I've kind of filled in, so I'm just going to put it right here, because they know where their home is, but I want everyone else to know. Rosie and Ichabod's home. We'll just add it like that. Okay, perfect. And now for the achievement that everyone has been waiting for. I don't know where I want. I guess just right here. So we'll just build him up right here. And actually, I don't know if they can fit through here. So this will be our test. And I think I hear Rosie outside. Here they are. Okay, I think I want to get them all inside. Oh, there's a 3rd Iron Golem. So that's what I was hearing. Okay, we have 3 Iron Golems now. So we've got Rosie, Ichabod, and another Iron Golem, and we're about to add a 4th. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that another one was going to spawn. Okay, so I've got Rosie and Ichabod in here. I think they're really enjoying their new place. I'm sitting in front of the fire, and I'm just going to hire our new Iron Golem. Oh my gosh, hired help. Hello, hello. Okay, so that was our first and only achievement for this episode. But look, we've got all 3 Iron Golems in here. They're home. And then I did bring my hoe down here. So I want to add a little tiny pumpkin patch so that many more Rosies and Ichabods can be born in the future. So we've got 4 little pumpkins here, which is really terrifying because they're basically born from Rosie and Ichabod's child's eyes, which is pretty terrifying. But I mean, we've got all of the Iron Golems in here. Can you fit through there? Okay, you can. Okay, perfect. It's a perfect fit. Oh, that's wonderful. I would like to thank everyone for watching this episode of My Minecraft Handbook. I had a really fun time today despite this episode taking forever. I hope it's not too long, but I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode, and I'll see you all somewhere over the rainbow. Goodbye!